Hey people, Indra here, 3v3, Estia Province, blue team. We have Rambo with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair alongside some Eldar. Dead Metal first with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support. The same Han elite scheme here. Rounding off this team, Valcer with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default, great for capping and harassing with some powerful control. Red team, Moxx is a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects, strong support, disruption and offense with perpetual anger. He's pissed off having to cap something even. Alongside, Mycroft is a Lord General fighting in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of Stormtroopers, really strong defense and support. Does finish the cap, he's going to drop one of those Stormtroopers soon though. Doesn't get into cover, yep, one of them fell down. That was Clive, he's down. And rounding off the teams, we have Almahr with a Force Commander. Very good offense, fighting in melee, can also support, disrupt, and this is very gold. I think it's the Lunar Wolves elite scheme, recolored gold. Looks pretty cool. Up against the Warp Spider Exarch on the east side. Valcer did not get more Guardians up, so we might see double Shurikens over there. Kicking off big time in the mid. Special attack from the Warlock and uses it to escape. All the other Eldar generally running away, while Rambo caps the west side. With single tacks. Did not get more scouts up then. Almahr with double tactical marines. Not sure how to say this name correctly. Oh, here's Battle Cry from the Force Commander, his starting ability. We'll do special attacks with each attack for 10 seconds, and each one of those buffs surrounding units, and that's a stacking buff. 10% stacking, I believe. Worn off now though. And the Banshees did avoid most of it. They got hit by one of the specials, I think. Oh, Valcer's going double Banshees. No, cancels them. Warp Spider's going to go down. And does go down. Does get the double Banshees rolling. So maybe we're going to see some grouped teleport shenanigans, which is always fun to see. Force Commander levels. In the first engagement, he levels up. Here come the Banshees of Dead Metal to assist. And they're going to get the revive, I assume. After this cap anyway, maybe. West side. Shotgun scouts in play for Rambo, using that heavy cover. Warboss comes barreling through. Need to follow up, there we go. Shotgun blast on the Warboss though. We do have big shooters, suppressing the scouts and suppressing the Techmarine. But the sluggers were also suppressed by the shotgun blast, I guess. Oh no, by the high-powered shot, I think, of the master-crafted bolter. So the scouts got that shotgun blast and just ran away because the DPS of double shooters with big shooters would tear through the health so fast. Rambo is forced to retreat, as expected with just tax. I mean, even with shotgun and mastercrafted bolter, they still couldn't hold off the Orks there. The double shooters just pour out so much DPS. Shuriken for Dead Metal. And here's the double Banshees of Valcer, capping that contested power. Gonna be a surprise for the Force Commander. Can you say Thunder Hammer in tier 2? Got double tax here, of course. They can focus down one of the Banshees pretty well, I think. We're going to see shotguns, surely. Could have damage they've taken already. Have to retreat, in fact. Could have used this line of sight blocker a little bit better, maybe, to avoid damage. Hadrogen Devils on the field for Mycroft. Sentinel gets the ground pound. Looks like Red Team are going for a push. Stopped in their tracks by a Shuriken, or momentarily. Grenade launcher Hadrogens did their job. Gonna set up again. Stomp on the Banshees. Poor Banshees. 486 to 450 on the VPs. Guardians falling over. Grenade goes in. Killed a few guardsmen. That was a grenade from Dead Metal, who has double shurikens. Valcer also has shuriken. So maybe we'll see, in fact we already see an assault squad from Almahr. Gleaming gold assault squad. West side, what's going on? Warboss trying to get angry but was suppressed, which has just made him even angrier probably. Scout squad with a sergeant now can chuck a grenade, and he can combine that with the suppression to aim the grenade nicely. Might see one here, yes we do. They do move away, and wow, don't drop a model, eh? Oh, those sluggers dropped all their models though. They just got shot to death while Moxx was microing the other shooters. They're now replacing those shooter boys, and there's some suppression for you. Powerful sweep of the bionics, dealing with the sluggers there. So Rambo looking pretty solid now. Warboss can be controlled by the suppression. The sluggers can be smacked around by the bionics. Maybe get some looters up over there. Storm boys perhaps as well, but I think they're going to bleed you a lot with that setup that Rambo has. Triple shuriken from Dead Metal. This must be a mistake. 2-to-1 cap for the blue team. We have some Lord General buffs that stand firm. Immune to suppression, which makes sense. All of these shurikens around. Sentinel goes for a suicide mission and does fall over. Banshee's trying to find a way in. Where is that group teleport? Could actually be really effective on the double tax potentially. Grenade breaks up the guardsman, makes them all run away. Now they're trying to control this force commander. They need to try and avoid his battle cries, but he's been engaged by the Banshees there. Here comes the assault squad. Those guys disrupting stuff as they land on them. Grenade actually killed a Banshee there and not a Marine. Pretty unlucky for Valcer. It was a nice idea after that special attack. Blue team kind of fight them off, but here comes Moxx now. Rambo's left to his own devices on the west side. He's found some sluggers to shoot at though with double tacks and a Techmarine. They're going to die so fast they have to run. Double shooters are idle. Moxx might be a newer player here. I know Rambo does run a lot of lobbies for newer players to Elite Mod, which is great to see. I like to give them some casts now and then. Encourage them to play. Melter guns on the way for the Lord General, and he does have the medical sergeant in there too. Almahr suggesting double Catachan Devils. They're going tier 2 though. Mycroft. I don't think Mycroft is a new player. Definitely heard that name before. Dead Metal did get triple shurikens. Really? Well, okay. I mean, they've got plenty of results. They could go tier 2 right now. And they can transition into Bright Lances and stuff. Might not be terrible. Dreadnought on the way for Almahr. With 4 shurikens, they go for the Dreadnought. Lots of Bright Lancers, I imagine. Do we have a Thunderhammer yet? No Thunderhammer. I guess the Banshees have been dealt with quite well so far without any Thunderhammering. If they become a problem, you can get it later. Note that the Stormtrooper Retinue fellas also get Melter Guns, which is handy. Good damage to all targets from close range. Warlock gets in there. That would have been a pretty good time for a warp throw there, just to stop them shooting the shuriken, let it set up and get the suppression going. And those guys did not help in the mid. Kicking off on the east side. Double Banshees maybe finding a way in here. Almahr did not get shotguns, but here's a Dreadnought. A melee Dreadnought will tear through Banshees. In fact, one of them just died. So they're going to need some Bright Lancers and stuff. Meanwhile, I think Warp Spiders might do well for Valcer actually. I feel like you don't see Warp Spiders enough for the Eldar. They have so many tier 2 options, that's why I think. It's like, do I get Dark Creepers or do I get Warp Spiders a lot of the time when you're up against Marines and stuff? Warp Spiders just give you so much utility though. With the Haywire Grenade and the ability to teleport around and frustrate things and teleport into stuff and tie it up in melee. The Dreadnought is really far forward for Almahr. Is that a Bright Lance? No, that's not a Bright Lance. Do we have one yet? One is on the way for Dead Metal. Valcer did not get one. Does have a Falcon on the way though. And the Force Commander has gone for a Power Fist. And the Sacred Standard is up for the constant damage buff. Doesn't affect the Dreadnought though, only affects infantry. I thought the Dreadnought was a bad play with the quadruple shurikens, but done really well so far. Half an XP bar already. We've got another Dreadnought for Rambo. Some Dreadnought on Dreadnought action. There's the fist trying to escape the flesh over steel, and it worked, I think. Techmarine. Oh, it's a melee Techmarine now. Look at that. Got the axe of the Mechanicum. Powerful sweep also increases your melee damage by 20%. Sorry, Bionics also increases melee damage by 20%. It's pretty damn good because it's already 55 power melee DPS. So you're getting up to over 65 power melee DPS. And we have the refractor field too. Should be able to do some good work. Weird boy up for Moxx. Dead metal with Wraithguard. And a Chimera for Mycroft. There's a jump. Bright Lance is in play. We've got double shurikens, but they weren't set up. Looks like it's going to be okay. Bright Lance is getting hits on the Dreadnought. And missile launcher here. Those guys are turning into Stern Guard, which is why they're crouching down like that. Can they get one of these vehicles down? Orbs of the Omnissiah was that? No, that was Flesh over Steel. There's no orbs. I thought that was orbs aiming for the Chimera. The Dreadnought of Almahr does go down. Did okay before that, but I don't think it was worth the cost. This is so difficult to get walker vehicles that are like 120 power to actually feel worth their cost in a 3v3, because you have just so much anti-vehicle that can be brought against them. You're really delaying your tech and delaying getting other stuff to get them. You've got to be so careful, I think. Pushing them over halfway. Speaking of walker vehicles, here's another one. It's a Wraith Lord with a Bright Lance from Valcer. Bright Lance anti-vehicle weapon, shoulder mounted there. That's an Autarch dropping in, is it? It is, with those stunning plasma grenades. Eats a bunch of plasma though. Almost immediately went down. Which does happen sometimes for the Autarchs. He drops in and dies. Double missile launchers for Almahr. Grenade is dodged. Wraithlord needs to keep backing off, I think. Because when you're facing a force command, you've always got to think about, for the Emperor coming in, buffing something like crazy and taking out your stuff. That Shuriken died. There's only one Bright Lance and one Shuriken left. Tier 3 for Dead Metal, Tier 3 for Rambo. 431 to 346. You've got a Power Claw Warboss. Moxx got some tank busters up, and they do have the west side. It has turned red, so well done, Moxx. 423 to 346. Guardians falling over there. Those were Valcers, I think. The Dreadnought of Rambo still doing alright. In fact, Dark Age of Technology is queued up for Tier 3. Autarch is not going to survive that. Red team just sweeping through the mid. Bright Lance sets up. There's also Wraith Guard there. They are effective versus everything with those Wraith Cannons, although they are relatively short range. West side, what's going on? Sluggers are being hellfired by the Stern Guard and run away. Stern Guard can change their ammo to combat all threats, but you're limited to one Stern Guard per player. I push too far, says Mycroft. Does that mean they're in full retreat or it's backing away? Tank busters trying to Dreadnought bust, I guess. Unfortunately for them, the Dreadnought was in a sync kill, so it didn't take a lot of damage for those first couple of shots. Axe kills one though. Very nearly level 3, there's Techmarine. Mycroft is still in play. And here's Almahr with a big blob of Marines there. Big old blob of Marines. Warp throw could do some good work, I think. Uh-oh, Valcer's down to a single unit. Here comes a Wraith Lord, another one. Don't think that's a good play, buddy. I think Valcer is potentially a new player too. You've got a Power Fist and double missile launchers and a Melter Bomb. You don't want to get a Wraith Lord. You want to get out, down goes the Shuriken. Wraith Lord is all they've got. Yeah, I think you want Warp Spiders, maybe Dark Creepers, but Dark Creepers would get jumped and there's nothing there to counter-initiate really. Hey, taking so much damage over here. Power Blades, Warp Spider, gonna go down in retreat, I think, or at least they should. Melee, 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 there we go. Warboss having a look at the VP. And goes for it. Level 2 with heavy armor queued up. 180-50. Gives him 900 more hit points. Destructor didn't seem to bother the blob of guardsmen very much. Here come Assault Squad to get counter-initiated by a Seer Council now of dead metal. They're going to take massive amounts of damage from a Seer Council. The Wraith Lord goes down. Valcer down to no units again. Blue team with an uphill struggle now. Seer Council doing some really good work though. With the distortion field on them from the Warlock's global bar. Tactical Marines not going to do well in the fight, but the Chimera's there and now the Force Commander's here. 418 to 280. So much stuff to be buffed by that Force Commander's Sacred Standard now. And if he uses Battle Cry, there's even more buffs. They're going to get on the VP now. West side. Techmarine repairing from quite long range there. The Scouts also repairing. Warboss finishes the cap, 417 to 280. Valcer with nothing on the field yet. Needs to get something going. Force Commander sprints away. Chimera backs away. I guess they all jumped inside of it. Nope, they're over here. Scouts are taking that power back. Heard a shotgun blast, I think. Nope, they haven't lost their energy. I was hearing the Predator tank firing, I believe. Predator tank of Rambo. Tank busters, I don't think going to be enough. Although they do have that power core Warboss. Might be able to charge into the Predator tank's rear armor and get some hits in another fight. He's already used it now. Tier 3 for Almahr. What is this? It's a Venerable. Yes, Venerable Dreadnought from Rambo. Pushes through, gets the VP back. Maybe they can dip into the mid and help out as well, because the teammates need it. Wraith Guard on the field for Valcer. Could do okay. Might get jumped, but there's Seer Council around now. And the Warlock himself, of course. He has the Witchblade of Kernus, Providence, and Warp Throw ready to roll. Orbital Bombardment from, I guess that was Almahr. Didn't hit anything. It must have been Almahr, because Rambo just spent the red on the Venerable and there wasn't anything there from red team to aim at. Blue team have the west side. What's this though? Mycroft has gone through the mid, now taking Wraith Guard shots. It's a full retinue of the Lord General there. Look at that. Got a Commissar, got the Vox Operator, got the Medical Sergeant. Can do all sorts of stuff. It's now very energy intensive. So many abilities. Dead Metal. Providence is popped on the Warlock. Warp Throw into Ethereal Slash. Nicely done. Providence is so cool. Invulnerable, immune to knockback, tons of energy regen, and your cooldowns get reduced 377 to 270. And you get the 300 hit points as well. You have a Las Cannon Predator. Almost got the Chimera, probably should have chased it. But I don't know if Rambo was watching. I think Rambo's down here doing this stuff. Double Dreadnoughts action. Weird Boy's getting hits. Looted Tank getting hits. Warboss getting hits. I think they are going to take down this Dreadnought here. Last Cannon Predator Tank trying to get some hits back though. Maybe they can get the Looted Tank. I think they can. They can. Somehow that was a rear armor hit there. Sometimes the twin link las cannons, the separate cannons can like shoot slightly different places. And you get weird rear armor hits from the front. Fire Prism away for Dead Metal. West side turning blue again. They are right back into this game. Valcer with the Guardian Weapon team and double Wraith Guard. I mean, it's not a bad way to recover, I think. Not bad at all. The Predator tank of Almahr almost went down immediately. There's a Bright Lance there. There's missile launch attacks. There's Wraith Guard. There's Stern Guard that could potentially get their Vengeance rounds. And there's the enemy Predator tank, of course. What's this? Is this Mycroft? Yeah, Mycroft through the mid. Still has the Chimera. Bright Lance can't do much to all this infantry, and the Spirit Seer Warlock of the Wraith Guard goes down, stuns them, need to run. Got that suppression immunity, of course. Can't do much there. Needs dead metal to sort them out. Where's that Predator? Being repaired it is. Mycroft pushing all the way through. Can the Warlock deal with them again using Providence? Uh oh. It's a rocket run. I thought it was going to be a creeping barrage. It's the tier 3 nuke from Mycroft. Looks like they got away alright, but it has disrupted the crap out of them and forced them to retreat, which might mean a decap for Mycroft. Although, there's your fire prism. Needs to keep the hell away from those melter guns and anti-armor stormtrooper melter guns. Was enough to deter them. West side is being stabilized for the blue team. Venerable Dreadnought level 2 with the Dark Age is up over 2,000 hit points. We're going to have a turret as well, which is always fun. Here comes Almahr from the angle, getting fire prism from the back though. Force Commander trying to take out the guarding weapon team. Almost got it. Almost got it. Goes down, which just increases the buff from the Sacred Standard. Bright Lance then runs away. Here comes Moxx, another looted tank. Tank Buster Barrage for disruption, some damage. Uh-oh. Eldritch. Dead Metals Eldritch, I think. Heavy turret is there from Mycroft. The tank is wiped out. Venerable Dreadnought having a grand old time in amongst a bunch of Orks. Pretty good fight for the blue team, although, can they get the fire prism here? They can get the fire prism. Fire prism goes down, and that would have been an important asset for the blue team. Disrupt caps and stuff. Stern Guard need to be targeting the tank if they've got vengeance rounds out. Almahr really pushing with this Predator tank, you know. Stern Guard are persuaded to leave. Techmarine is persuaded to leave. And the Force Commander gets revived by a very determined Lord General there. 368 to 158. What is this? Some fisticuffs. The Warp Spider getting a decap. Well played, Valcer. Wraith Guard are in the mid. They might push through. Oh, Force Commander falls down again. And they did get the Predator, did they? No. That's dead. That's a Rambo's Predator tank that went down there. Almahr's did get away. There it is. Coming back in though. Yeah, you need to be really careful, Mr. Predator tank. So many things here that can take you out really fast. The heavy turret was repaired. Providence. Warp throw into Ethereal Slash. That's so satisfying. See a council in there too. Warp Vomit. Did it actually hit anything? Oh, it hit the Seer Council. Kind of blended into the background there for a second. Shuriken goes down, using the double tax in melee. And they do pretty well in melee, especially with their sergeants, but not well enough to fight a Seer Council. And they are persuaded to leave. Seer Council level 2 now. Blue team are on the red team's natural. Red team are kind of capitulating in these fights now. Almahr has assault terminators on the field though, and they are getting lightning claws, and that's scary. Scary for everything that's not a vehicle, basically. Wraith Guard run away. Seer Council can't really fight them when they have claws. They did take out one of the models though. Even though they need to be so careful the damage those Terminators are doing. Put them down to a single model. Can they get them? This is really risky. Terminators now have support. Seer Council run. It might be too late. 60 hit points. This one might be far enough away. I think it is. That was really risky. Terminator's got down to 280 odd hit points though. Sea Council did really well there. Did they get a level from that? They should have got a level. No, they didn't. They did not. 368 to 104. Terminators now for Rambo. Orks flee in terror. And blue team can take the west side back. The Venerable is still back there, almost level 3. Slugger's being sneaky. What are they up to? Did the turret go down? Yeah, I guess the turret went down. That was there. Heavy turret still up. I mean, the Techmarine turret that was put down here, I'm not sure if it did anything. Like, it won't let me put the arrow in the right place. Rocks. He used those sluggers just to get vision for the rocks, and it didn't really do much. Big misplay there for Moxx. Knob Squatters on the way, and a big old Warboss charge there. Level 3, almost 2,000 hit points thanks to the heavy armor. Heavy turret does go down thanks to the Wraith Guard. What's the DPS of this thing again? 70 something? 71.43. Power Fist Terminators trying to get him, but they can't quite do it. Cyclone Missile Launcher in play. Is this the same Chimera this whole time? It is. Being used quite well by Mycroft. Blue team have this contested power fully built up. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't have the node. This one is bashed. Red team have decent armies, but haven't been able to put together a really good fight for a while. Maybe now's the time, eh? There's a lot of stuff here though. Everything being buffed by those melter guns over there from Mycroft, but the sheer disruption and destruction from that Warlock with that build he's got. Very difficult for Mycroft to do anything in those fights. Here's those Lightning Claw Terminators. Killing those Wraith Guards so quickly. Red team are going to get the West VP back, I think. There's your Warp Vomit. Mycroft is off the field though, and the Warp Spider is on that central VP. Contested VP, sorry. The natural VP. Warlock runs away. Even with Providence up, didn't want to be close to those Terminators with the claws. Did the Weird Boy just die? Oh, I just heard the Weird Boy explode. I think he knocked over the knobs. That's a 2-to-1 cap for the blue team. Red team have only 31 VPs, 29 VPs left even. Baneblade on the way for Mycroft. That's a very late Baneblade. Double Dark Creepers here for Dead Metal. Fire Prism for Valcer. He's got a ton of resources actually. Might be saving for an avatar. Not sure what these fellas are up to. Just standing watch, I guess. Level 3 Venerable, 24, 17 hit points. I'd like to see that. Terminator's on the cap. That's a Warboss. And Lightning Claw Terminators though. Dreadnought gets a good Emperor's Fist. Double Dark Creepers now shooting down the Terminators. Or at least trying to. And here's a Knob Squad now. It's a pretty scary melee force running at you. Pissed off Warboss. Lightning Claw Terminators under Knob Squad. Warboss is going to go down. And he killed one of the Terminators. Venerable Dreadnought doing a great job. They might get them, in fact. They do get them. Dark Creeper's doing a fantastic job there too. There's Blessing of the Omnissiah to repair all allied vehicles for Rambo. I think that might have broke the red team. Terminator's down. Knob Squad dealt with. Knob Squad killed maybe? No, they do get away. Well, 2 of them got away. Now they can take the VP back. Oh, Baneblade is up. There it is. Is it enough to make a difference here? Almahr with triple tactical marine saying don't let them cap. Well, that's generally the idea. But they are capping. Stuff dying left and right. Venerable Dreadnought with maybe its last charge here. Couldn't get the cap. Warboss stops it. Eldritch and a grenade. Messed up those guardsmen pretty badly. They can break those retreats though with the Commissar and get back to repair the Baneblade. The Venerable Dreadnought is going to go down. Stoicism's up, down it goes. It's Rambo now trying to get the cap. Warboss is going to smack on him with that claw. 365 to 21. Warp Spider Exarch should be going after that VP. Oh, the Fire Prism went down somewhere. Gonna see the remains of it? Nope. Avatar of Cain on the way though for Valcer. We have Tactical Marines. Oh, they got dropped in to just look after the VP, I guess, by Almahr. Cadian Kasrikin on the way for Mycroft. Moxx unable to get anything else up after the Nob Squad really, because they're really expensive to reinforce, as you can see. 75.15 to reinforce those guys. And here comes a Nob Leader for 125. Which actually seems like a pretty good price for him. But they have a lot of expensive upgrades knobs. Get them all, they're like 200 power or something. Orc Spider goes for the decap. Does not have a Shimmering Orb. Does have an anti-grav grenade though. Here comes a Seer Council to devastate those Tactical Marines. They've now leveled to 4. Get that 3802 hit points. Warp Spider does not finish the cap. There's the anti-grav. Looks like Dark Creepers are on it. Here comes the Avatar of Cain. Almahr coming in from kind of an awkward angle because they have stuff behind them here. Terminator Force Commander with a heavy flamer. Setting the VP on fire basically. Blue team do get the 2-1. There it is. That might be it. That might be it. Avatar can just kind of run around and smack stuff. It's got a big chunk of hit points. Phase armor. Just to stop them capping, I guess. I mean, fair enough. There's the double. There's the triple, in fact. And they have it. Blue team have it. They were reeling. Really were reeling at one point with Valcer had no units for a little while. But I think this Warlock made a massive difference with this build. Every time they met Mycroft, they just kind of devastated their stuff. Rambo was solid on the west side. Almahr maybe a little bit too aggressive with their tanks and stuff. But it was the same all round. It's a 3v3. Stuff is going to blow up. Let's look at these heroes. Level 6 Techmarine. Level 8 Warlock. Level 3 Warp Spider Exarch with the phase armor at the end. I don't think it would have made a difference because they did get the west side. It was a nice idea. Moxx, the Warboss, level 5. Heavy armor. Angry Bits, Power Claw. Level 7 Law, the General. And a Terminator Force Command at the end. He did have... He was fully kitted, wasn't he? He had Sacred Standard and the Power Fist. Surprised that we saw the Terminator at the end. So that's a pretty strong build otherwise, before that. But there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.